Three, two, one, and we're here. Thank you for joining us on the Zev Experience. It's nice to have you. I butchered your first name when I was trying to say it. Will you say it to me again and then to everyone else?
Thanks for the invite. My name is Mauri, Finnish volleyball player.
Awesome. Thanks. It's really good to have you. I'm going to put this computer away. And I've said this before to a couple people. The conversation is very casual. We're just having a conversation like we would anyways, except this time we've got couple cameras, couple lights, so it feels cool. It feels professional.
Gotta admit, didn't expect this before. Now when I'm here, I'm really excited.
Cool, I'm glad. That's cool to hear. Where are you from in Finland?
From Loimaa, between Turku and Tampere. There's no football teams close by.
You want to look that up for us? I have no idea what he's talking about.
What did you say?
Loimaa. Loimaa.
Loi?
Yeah.
N-N-A. Okay.
M-A-A.
M-A-A, excuse me. I went to Mikkeli for a brief period.
In the eastern part?
I don't know. You tell me where Mikkeli is. Yeah, it is.
Mikkeli is closer to Russia.
Yeah. Is it? I thought it was on the other. Okay,
it's a little bit not that close.
Okay. There was a team there. I was there for a bit, and I knew you were huge, but for some reason now I see because you're in the gym. When you're in the gym with me, you're there for like 10 hours.
I just like working out. It's something because.
When you say I like working out, you sound a little bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No. There's so much time in hands. You know, as a pro in a foreign country, there's just so much time in your hands that you gotta keep yourself busy.
Yeah, I know.
That's one of the ways.
So what do you do? Like right now, is your schedule like a pro soccer player like mine? We kind of are off in the morning, or we have training in the morning sometimes, and then in the afternoon. Or what is your schedule?
Yes, we got the similar. We practice usually between 6 and 9. So
okay.
Somewhere there. So all mornings are free.
Okay, all day is free.
Yeah.
You don't train until 6.
No, we got one practice that's like 4.
Okay. And you have like, where is it here? Where is the
We practice in Sport Holland, which is the big arena, and then we do 2
Sport Holland?
The curve next to the swimming place.
Oh, that's where it is.
Yeah,
okay.
the cool one. The cool one. L-O-I-E-M-A-A. The first one, yeah.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna get to see where it is, where he's from. How big is that city?
It is a small one. No.
No,
There's
that's
like
how big it is.
20,000.
Okay. So does Linköping feel big to you?
Kind of it does, but I actually I prefer, it's like Tampere where I lived 1 year in Finland. So it's really compact, everything's close by, it's a great city to be.
Historically, the Swedish name, I'm not going to attempt that, Loimäki, has been as a designation in the city where the name, okay, blah, 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 history, historic landscape. What is it famous for?
We got a good volleyball team.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Is that
We also do have a good basketball team.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so that's it used to be a capital of ball sports. We had 2 top teams like both sports.
Okay.
So now the basketball is one level lower, but still it's pretty okay.
So coming to Sweden to play volleyball, is that a step up or is it a step over?
It's not a step up.
Okay.
It's a challenge to do something also outside Finland.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And also, I don't want to say escape, but a way to see the world.
For sure. I mean, but how have you seen other parts of the world? Because there's a lot more than just Finland and Sweden.
I've been playing in Germany for over half a season last year. I went there in December, and then I did 1 year in Romania.
How was that?
Interesting. It was an experience to say the least.
Why is that?
It is a country where things are done a little differently.
Like what? What's an example?
Well, the practice was 4 times a week, and I feel the country is still kind of searching itself after what happened back in the day. So it's still in a building phase, and everyone's.
What happened back in the day? I mean, I know
there used to be a dictator who people got so used to that everyone was fine with being told what to do. And now, when there isn't the situation anymore, everyone's a little bit wondering, I don't know what to do with myself because you're not being told anymore.
Right. So it's a democratic. It is democratic.
No, it is democratic.
Okay. So. I don't know anything about Romania. I have Romanian heritage, but I don't really know a lot about it. Who is this?
This is the former dictator.
This is the former dictator?
Yes.
Nicolae
Ceausescu.
Ceausescu.
Yeah.
When your accent in English to me sounds very Eastern European. If as a Finn, do you take that offensive when I say that?
No, I do not. It's fine with me. I'm okay with all the accents, and I think might be from some TV shows.
Okay.
Plus, there's some harsh.
What do Finnish people think about America?
I couldn't tell. I played with I don't want to say 4 Americans, so it's hard for me to say. I've liked the guys that I've played with. So.
Okay, that's
And
a
I've
good answer.
never been.
Go
to
back to
States.
that dictator for a second. I want to read about it. What's that?
I've never been to States.
You've never been? Well, definitely worth a visit. You're more than welcome to say hi to me.
That is on the bucket list. For sure.
1918. How long was he a dictator for? Till he died? No.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much. So let's say he died in 89.
Head
So
of
that's
state.
almost. Oh, he stayed alive for a long time.
Yeah. Over 20 years.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
So that brings some.
And
shadow.
they were communist.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. God, I had no idea. And then, do you have brothers and sisters back?
I have a twin brother.
Twin brother?
From a totally different tree. It's like
Okay.
well, like from the other side of the globe, pretty much. He's I can't remember. Engineer, type of engineering.
Okay, so he doesn't play sport.
He used to. We used to be in the same team. Bunch of.
I was watching your highlight video. I know a little bit about volleyball, but not that much. What position do you play?
Setter.
Okay, that's what I saw in the highlights because I saw in your highlight video it said like this is like me setting basically.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
It's kind of like a quarterback, not even close. So.
Because you're setting everyone up, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't really know that much. We had when I was in college, my head coach was married to the women's volleyball coach, but that's also I know it's different obviously, but it was the same. They always rotated, right?
Yeah.
And I never understood the rotation, like why some people. It seemed like everybody went out at some point.
Yeah, there's a certain way you roll players so that there's a couple middles, couple that do a little bit of
But what if you have like the
everything.
best players? Why would you want to take them off?
During the regular game, there's only like 2 that get subbed out. There's the middles that get rotated for the back
middles are the
row.
ones that are jumping to block.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone except for the libero does the
I'm
blocking.
familiar with the libero. If I was going to play any position, that was the only one I was suited for.
That's reasonable. Like, even I'm as small.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Like,
ask you. I was going to say, are you considered small?
Yeah, I'm
How
a midget.
tall are you in meters?
185.
Okay,
6'1".
That's not a midget, but but okay.
Comparing to my little bubble that I'm living in, yeah, that's a midget.
Okay, yeah, compare. I understand. Did you ever play basketball or anything else?
No, I did not, but I did orienteering, not professional. It's just a summer hobby. And Finnish baseball.
What is Finnish baseball? Please look up a video of what Finnish baseball is.
You're gonna love it. It's in that you don't throw the ball towards the guy, you toss it up, and then you can actually control a little bit what you do with it.
Okay, I don't know. You toss the ball up to the guy who's going to hit it?
Yeah.
Straight up?
Yes. It is really different, but they did an exhibition game in like during some MLB event.
Really?
They brought like 20 Finnish baseballers to States and did some.
Is it the same? You have mitts and like we do?
Yeah.
Because mitt, you're playing throwing a baseball with your dad is like an American history. So the mitt has such a meaning to us. Like, oh, the mitt is just so important. I never liked baseball, but like, is it the same? You have the same mitt and the same bat? And...
Yeah, we do. It's a little bit different type of a glove, but yeah, the same basically.
When you in the editing, I don't think you'll be able to show the video without getting pulled off. But from my perspective, I'm looking for people just listening. I'm looking at a guy that looks like he's in a motorcycle sponsored uniform. Oh, whoa! The pitcher's right next to the guy who hits it, and he just throws it straight up. Can you go back to that for a second? And it changed on its own.
No, they're talking about it.
Oh.
So it's a breakdown.
Hitter, pitcher. Wait, let's see if we can find the video where he hits it. I get it. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's way different than our baseball. Yeah. But I had no idea that existed. What the heck?
I believe
what is that? Is that like a...
That's
that was the ball.
Yeah.
Is it lighter? Have you ever hit a baseball?
I haven't. I never had.
So what is this called in Finnish?
Pesäpallo, which is...
Pesäpallo.
Pesäpallo,
okay, so they call it the same.
Yeah.
And it looks almost like a cricket stadium. Like it's circled. Well, it's a baseball stadium. No, it looks like a baseball stadium.
Yeah, it's a baseball stadium, but we actually have...
So does the pitcher have any... Oh, okay. It's way smaller.
So in baseball, you gotta throw through the ring. in here you got a toss to the circle.
Okay. So those listening, imagine you have a baseball player who's hitting lefty, and then you have the pitcher literally right next to him, and he throws it straight up in the air like they do for basketball when they're about to tip off. And then it comes back down in that circle.
Yes.
And then he swings at it.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody hit it. Go ahead.
We can show a clip of it.
Okay.
So
Show a clip.
doesn't matter.
Okay, great. Is there somebody hitting it? I want to see what a home run looks like.
Actually, we do home runs a little differently because there's if you hit out of bounds in like back from outer spot, that's a home run. In Finnish baseball, you gotta hit it to the court and then it can like bounce outside the court.
That would be a home run.
Yeah.
Did you see?
But
No, he
everyone
doesn't
else
hit
can
it though.
stop
Oh, there he goes. That he hit it. So what? Then does he run like we do? He runs to first base.
Yeah, and then there's much more tactical.
Oh, but their
involved.
first base is left.
Yeah.
Ours is right.
And we go left, right, back left, and then home base.
Left, right, back, and then home base.
Yeah, like
Okay, I get it.
It's like
It's not even a full circle like ours.
No,
Kind
no,
of
no,
is
no,
a
no,
circle.
no.
Ours is like a D basically.
Yeah.
But yours is okay. Oh, I get it. And how many players are there?
there's 9 on the outer court. And
Are there
12 in
three
the-
like 3 outs and then you switch teams? Like how do you go to the next?
Yeah, 3 outs, and you can burn to the bases, or then if you miss the last hit, so you hit out of bounds on the last one, then you get also.
And it looks like you can steal bases just like us.
You can, but here you have like a tactic thingy. The play caller has like a rainbow that has different meanings. Like if you have this sign, you're gonna do a certain solution so that the runner can advance.
Oh, so
'Cause
the
you
coach
can-
will say something like that. He'll have a strategy of some kind.
Yeah, and not even say, it's just with signals so the other team doesn't know what's going on.
Oh.
So you're gonna
okay.
show tactics
with their
thing.
hands or something.
Yeah.
And then so the idea is your coach knows, hey, this guy's really fast. You're a good hitter. I'm gonna give you the signal to let this guy get in, basically.
Yeah, and you have different types. You can hit a small one,
Like
or
a
you try to
bunt.
hit gaps or
Okay,
something
we have
like
that too. Huh,
Yeah.
that's weird. So did you? I'm looking at a beautiful day in Finland. You only get what are those 10 a year, so you can't
Sure.
really play the sport very often. I'm just kidding.
It's
I know you have
really
better
strange.
weather.
We gotta play it in heavy rain every now and then.
There's one guy who will be listening, and he lives in Finland. And I'm really curious as he listens to this if he has heard. He's an American. He played soccer there. Shout out to Scott Angevine. And I'll be really curious if he knows about this because he's a goalkeeper and he would be like really good at this probably.
If he hasn't heard of it, he definitely has to go try.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
should
I think he
arrange
would
it.
have. I think he'd get a kick out of it. That's really funny. So then, in terms of volleyball, obviously you started young, and then you were good at it, and that was it.
I think I started at age of 6.
Yeah, that's
Something like that.
Your,
I played
your
all my
parents
life.
play volleyball too, or
My dad was the coach until I was 15. I went to the school.
so traveling now. Since you've traveled a little bit, like okay, you played volleyball. What you went to Germany, Romania. Now you're in Sweden.
Yeah.
And then like in the U.S., is there pro volleyball? Like I
There-
know there is, but is
There's
it-
like a small one that they're trying to build up.
okay. But
So
it's
they
beginning.
do like 3 tournaments, I think.
Okay.
Like 8 team tournaments, and they try to figure out the champion like that. But they are trying to expand
What
it.
about college volleyball? Did you ever consider going to play college? Because
Uh,
college volleyball is a really big deal.
I did not consider it.
Was
'Cause
it an option? Did people talk to you about it?
Yeah, there's few guys in like every now who go,
Right.
but there's so strict limitations. Like we had one guy to go to States a few years ago, and they had to be sure that he didn't play even one game in the league.
Yeah, you have to be an amateur. You can't be paid. They're very strict about that. Yeah, that is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, because a friend of mine was playing in Finland. He wasn't being paid, but still they saw him as, because he played in the pro league, so he couldn't get in.
Right.
So he was there just studying for a year and practicing with the team.
Got it. Okay.
And it's a different type because in States the practice amount is limited compared to like in our school. We could do, there's no limitation regarding how much you gotta study and how much you gotta do volleyball or stuff.
Are there schools that have both volleyball and school? Or you could,
It's
if
like
you
a
say-
gymnasium. So we got a national team school basically.
Okay.
So you would bring out a bunch of,
Right, but you don't have like a school that plays against another school in volleyball.
no.
Not like we do.
No,
Okay.
no. We would have like here, you would have a youth team for the school, and then they play against adult teams.
Okay. It's just so it's like a pro soccer team, pro football team, and they get a first team, and then okay, that system to me works way better. But it's cool because the town is behind you. Obviously, we're such a bigger country that like the town is huge. So there's within the town there's so many different teams. So for us, for soccer, high school sports is not very competitive, or maybe it's competitive, but the level's not very good, or it's gotten worse. But the concept of like I go to school, I represent my school. It's a cool concept because then you could be the cool kid on campus. You could know the basketball player. The basketball player could be famous, or the concept is cool. It creates a lot of school spirit, which in America everything is about like how great we are. So sometimes that's good, sometimes not so good.
And I do believe it runs in the family more than other like sport franchises. Rather than everyone having a sport like professional team to root for, everyone for sure has their own school to root for.
Right, you're saying it in the States.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. And college is like, I've tried to explain it to people here. The difference really football-wise between here and back home is, for the most part, the teams back home, the oldest team is like 25 years old.
Yeah.
So they're just not that old. It's like, it's my age. How old are you?
26.
Yeah, I'm 26 too. So it's just not, there's no history. Where if you have the Yankees, or better yet, a school like Michigan, which is a huge school, that's been around for a very long time. Can you look up how long Michigan's been around for? I actually don't know. But University of Michigan. But another example would be some of these universities have been around for like 100 years.
Yeah.
So then your parents or your grandfather may have played at this school, and then all of a sudden you've got this whole culture. That's why I love it here. That's why I like playing here, is because each team has a huge history to it, and that's fun for me. What's the team called here?
Here?
Linköping Volleyball.
Yeah, it's LVC, Linköping Volleyball Club.
Okay. And does it have a history?
It does. It's been a top team for, I want to say, 20 years.
Are you in the top tier of Sweden? Is that
Yes,
how it works?
yeah.
Okay, so it's the Premier League. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
How do you call it? Allsvenskan?
No, it's called Elitserien.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. And how are you guys? Will you look up how they're doing? Oh, thank you, real quick. University of Michigan's been around for, the first number I saw is how much it's worth. The endowment, they give them $9 billion. That's insane. But thank you. 1817. That's old.
A little over 200 years.
That's insane. See, like, and University of Michigan has like a huge history with the American football team, and maybe they haven't had sports teams since then, but they had some type of running team probably. There's a couple movies about it. So, thank you. And when you look up, how do we look up what
Linköping Volleyball Club, LVC.
Because I'm curious. I know you're gonna tell me what place you're in, but like I want to see the numbers and like what is it, relegation, promotion like us?
I have no clue.
You don't know? You don't know if you could go down?
No, there's a relegation, but we're not.
You're not even close, so you don't even know if it exists.
We are like, I think we're 4th or 5th. We actually won the top team yesterday. So.
Oh, you beat that's congratulations. That's
Thank you.
fantastic. Is your name on there? Go down for a second.
No, that seems like an old one.
Yeah. It's an old one. How does he look up the league? I want to see the table.
Elitserien.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, Rabin. One time, here's a cool story for you. So my brother and I are huge Joe fans.
Yeah.
We're huge Joe fans. And you said you watch. Maybe you don't watch all the time, but
I
you know who he is.
Stand-ups also.
Oh, yeah, this story's
do
going to be
love
even
them.
better for you. Dude, which stand-ups do you like? Have you seen... I don't actually love his... I can't believe I'm saying this on the podcast. I love Joe so much. I had seen him live, and he was amazing. But his ones on Netflix, I don't like... They're not my favorite.
I've seen both Triggered and Strange Times.
Okay, me too. And he's great. So, seeing that... So, my brother and I are from LA. And we're like, we could go see Joe for $20.
Ooh.
You can see Joe and a bunch of other famous people at the Comedy Club.
Oh, the classic one.
Right. Where he talks about it all the time. And so we're like, let's go. So we go there, and my brother and I are ambitious people. Okay, I'm going to come to that in a second. We're ambitious people. And we watch the show, and this was crazy. We're standing in line, and there's this very attractive woman in front of us. And she's by herself. So we'd had a couple drinks. We start talking to her. Obviously. And she was older. She was like an older woman. I was going to say something. I probably should say in the podcast. She was an older woman. So we're standing in line, and we start like teasing her and things, and she was not having any of it. Like, she was a straight... No, it wasn't fun at all. Like, we were just standing in line. So she tells us she sells jewelry, and we're like, so for how much? Like, let's say we want to buy one, and she was like $100,000. Like, what the hell? Like, why? Like, this is crazy. And it's weird that she was by herself. Then she tells us she's there to see Bill Burr.
Oh, the other
She's
comedian.
a guest of Bill Burr's. So we're waiting in line, and then they ask her how many are with you because she's got VIP seating to see Bill Burr. And my brother goes 3 because that way it could be her, me, and my brother. And she just like says, okay. So we go with her to VIP seating. We're sitting, and Bill Burr comes to see her, and he shakes our hand. And we're like, oh my gosh, that was insane. Like, we just met Bill Burr. And I mean, I don't think Bill Burr will ever listen to this. I hope I don't fuck up whatever relationship he's in. But it didn't seem very likely that she was just there to like say hi to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, I could be wrong. Maybe buying jewelry. I don't actually know. Anyway, she was like, my brother and I were way too drunk. So at the comedy club, it's $20 to go, but it's mandatory 2 drinks.
Yeah.
So we got like 4 shots twice, so 8 shots, and we're dying laughing at Joe. And we've been waiting. We've watched Joe. Like, I know so much about Joe. So we're like, get to see him in person. You know, it's so exciting. And Bill Burr was there. And Joe is hitting these jokes. I don't remember any joke he said, but I remember dying laughing so much that the guard came over and was like, look, if you guys don't calm down, I'm going to have to kick you out. And I've actually, since, because of Joe, I've done stand-up comedy, like on stage. I'll tell you about that in a second.
Yeah, what?
And Joe has inspired me at all. But what was interesting is like I had this massive urge when I was drunk to heckle. Like I wanted to scream and say, look at me. Like I wanted the attention on me, it's a horrible thing.
Yeah.
It's a horrible, especially now since I've been on stage. Like it's terrible when people are talking while you're doing your set. Anyways, so after the show, my brother goes like, follow me. And I'm pretty drunk at this point. And we sneak backstage and we see Joe Rogan. And my brother goes up to Joe and says like, you know, I'm Ari Talbot, even as my brother Zev, like you've been a big influence to us. Like, thank you for everything. And he shakes our hand. We were too nervous to ask for a picture. And actually, 2 weeks before then, we were planning this event. And we thought, what if we see Joe? And I had bought a shirt with Joe's logo on it. And on the back, it said, pull that shit up, Jamie. Like, I wrote that. I designed the shirt. And I was going to give it to him at the show. And I forgot it at home. And when we were on the show, our father's a famous director. And we think he'd be great on Joe Rogan. So we wanted to pitch my dad to him. And I was so drunk, like I didn't think at all. I didn't pitch anything. I just was like, I love your podcast. That's all I said. And I didn't even comment on his comedy, which was so funny. He killed it. So that was my story of Joe.
You just got stargazed.
Yeah, I was stargazed. And he's a lot shorter than I thought. He's like, I mean, he's just, I don't know, he's short. Okay, I wanted to see this. This is your table. Oh, so you go to Falkenberg. Because I've played against Falkenberg before.
We did 2 games against them. I was actually out for both games.
Okay. Oh, with your foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fractured my foot too. Although your recovery was pretty quick. 8 weeks or something? 6 weeks?
Yeah, 7 weeks and I was
7
back.
weeks? Yeah. I had a stress fracture though. Did you have a stress fracture?
Yeah. It cracked in game. Like there was a stress
Did you
fracture.
you had one or more than one?
Just one.
Okay.
It's just
I had 3.
cracked
So
in
mine
the
took 4 months to get
Yeah.
back. Mine sucked. But that's good. And you don't feel it now.
No.
Okay, so you play.
We played Hylte yesterday.
Oh, and you beat them.
Yeah.
You get 3 points for a win.
Yeah.
And a draw. Did you draw? You can't draw.
No, you can. If you play 3-2, you would split 2 and 1 points.
Oh, weird. So
So if
whoever
you-
won 3-2, you get one team would get 2 points, and the other one would get 1 point.
I don't. Yeah.
When you leave the game, when that happens, are you like, this feels shitty, or are you like, well, at least it's a point?
It depends on the game.
Right. Okay.
If like we played at the start of the season, we played Örkelljunga. I think we won 3-2, and that felt like we had lost a point
Right.
because it was in our hands. And on the other side, there's been games that okay, we got those 2 sets. Good that we got that 1 point. Let's move on.
Got it. Okay.
But we beat them 3-0 yesterday.
3-0.
Yeah.
So that means the game ends pretty quickly too. Like the game. How long does the game? An hour? Then it's over.
If it's
If it's 3-0 like that.
if it's a 3-0 and it's clear, it can be an hour. Like there's a joke.
It's a pretty quick game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You're getting super excited for the game, and like it's over in an hour.
Yeah, but there's jokes like okay, this game was hour with a shower.
Hour with a
Yeah.
shower.
But yesterday was a tight match. Even if it was a 3-0, so it's like 90 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking here.
It was actually the first 3-0 loss No, when I look at it.
Wow, 24 points. So, but they're 25 points ahead.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Playoff start in a.
So what's the? Oh, they're in Hampstead. Okay, I know Hampstead, and I know where all these places are.
Yeah.
Who go down? What do you know? How many?
I think the four
The
play
last one, you think?
relegation. The last one is a school team. So
What does that mean?
they are like the one I was in. So they just play to get experience. There's like
Oh,
kids.
they don't. They're just there to participate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so the 4 teams play a relegation playoff.
I think so, yeah.
But you said you're not so concerned. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
Nah,
23,
we're good.
24. 6 points. That's only 6 points off.
We're good. Don't
Okay,
worry.
good. I believe. Well, the other, in fairness to you, set there is fucked because they have 6 points.
Yeah, actually,
So
we played them last weekend and it was
okay, they suck.
it was disgusting.
They're terrible, or
It's
it's tougher than you thought.
yeah. I just don't. I like playing games that are competitive.
Oh, so it was not competitive at all.
I didn't see it as competitive.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Do you guys, when you're playing, you speak in English or do you guys speak in Swedish?
Usually English because there's me and then there's
The Greek guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually the basic calls are in English
Okay.
on
Got it.
average.
What does that mean? What's a basic call?
Like community like me or fastball, quick ball, high ball, something like that.
Oh, when you're like saying it's gonna be my ball.
Yeah, something like
okay.
that. The to me the language should be same for everyone.
Right, of course.
Yeah, I've been in teams where different heritage guys speak differently, so there's been huge issues like, okay, this is a quick ball, this is a, I don't know.
What's a quick ball?
It's just a fastball to the pins.
What's a pin?
Antennas on the side of the court.
Why would you hit
From the pin?
from the pin? Yeah.
You try
Oh,
to
you mean when you set it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
get it. So you're saying like I'm over here, hit it to this side. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Like,
get it. Okay.
I'm here, set me this type of ball.
I understand. Oh, we
Yeah.
have that. Play it to my foot or play it ahead of me.
Yeah.
A lot of ours is though, particularly if the fans are really loud, it's body language and eye contact. Are you guys constantly chatting? I'm over here, left here.
We should be even
Right.
more than we
Sure.
do now. But there's a story about 2 Brazilians, the former best setter of the world, and he's another Brazilian middle who.
What's his name?
Ricardo Garcia and
I just thought maybe
terrified
we'd
if
look
I
him up.
cruise all
Ricardo Garcia.
just put Ricardo Volley, you'll find him.
Ricardo Volley. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And there was a not the beach one, the Garcia one, the lower one. Yeah, so there was they had some schism between the setter and the middle, and they played together in Italy. And there's a rumor that because they weren't in terms, they wouldn't speak during the whole year, but because there's also like a sign language that you do, they would speak the whole year just in sign language and still be the best couple.
That's awesome.
It was strange.
One of the things that I've always wanted to do with because in volleyball, if you don't talk, the consequence is a lost point.
Yeah.
Right. Where with us, if you don't talk, maybe you lose the ball, but the game you don't lose a point. The game continues. So I always thought if I was going to coach, if I was a coach and I was like, my team doesn't communicate, I would have them play volleyball and say, here's the deal, guys. And one of my things my coach always said, I'm not saying this is good for you, but when it's my ball, I would scream my name. So like Zevs, and then they know it's mine. Or I like as you mentioned, what I like about what you described in terms of the communication, something I just enjoy when I play, is I like the concept of thinking steps ahead. So like, as the ball's coming over, you're thinking, if the ball comes to me, I'm going to play it, as you said, to the pin. And then the guy who's on the pin has to go, well, if he's going to give it to me, I have to be ready to there's like multiple thoughts ahead of time. And for us, it's true too. And so I really like saying like, I'll turn my head and maybe the center back will have the ball. And I'll say like, play it out to the right back, inside the winger, come in, and then set it to me. And I've directed the whole play. And then I now have the ball so I can give it to the other side. And I love that. I think that's a fun thing to do. And in volleyball, it's mandatory for everybody. Where in us, there's players who won't say a word the whole game. And that's okay too sometimes.
There's different positions in volleyball too. So there's some guys that their role is to do basically at least attacking wise, but I tell them to. So they run certain type of play to misdirect or do
Say
something.
a couple lines that you might say.
We play shoot back, so we would split middle wider to open up space to the other side, or play shoot over, which is overload play. You try to bait the other team's pin blocker, so that there should always be what's my favorite term, crisis of time. You try to create crisis of time, and to create there's more attackers.
I like that, crisis of time.
That was actually one thing I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
Yeah, like in I think in all sports, if you can create crisis of time for the other team, you're leading the game.
I know. I was just thinking about that. Crisis of time. I like that term too. I'm trying to think how to apply it to mine. Like, wait, keep going though. So I get it. So the idea, I'm just gonna say it so I make sure I understand. The idea is in a volleyball game. See, in a volleyball game, everyone's in shape basically all the time.
Yeah.
And if the team's in good shape and they're gonna block appropriately, you're probably not gonna get a point. But if you move the ball different directions, they break their shape and then you get a point. Same concept with us. You move the ball back and forth, hoping that because if they're in good shape, like most of the time, it's very difficult for a team to be in good shape and to actually play through them. But if you get them out of that good shape, then you can play through them. So if I were to say, like, it would be hard for me to use the term in the game, but afterwards, if I was telling them, my teammates at halftime, if I was like, think about crisis of time would be, I guess, if we pressed really aggressively, they're in a crisis of time. Is that how you would use it?
Or you can, in volleyball, how you would describe it is, if you would try to play 3 against 2 on one side. So you would try to force 2 players to do more than they can, like make them hustle, make them do quick decisions, like
I understand.
Do something that they're not comfortable with.
Right. And if you have, now how could you have 3 versus 2 in volleyball? If you switch it really quickly?
No, we got a system so always 3 players can block on the net. And there's basically 4 attackers in use. If the ball is perfect and everything goes according to attacking team's plan, there's always 4 players against 3.
Guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you would try to get either a single block or you just try to avoid getting double blocked. So
right, but the idea is when you're defending, if you're double blocked, then they have 2 guys open.
If they double block you, the hitter is going to be hitting against double block.
Right. But like, let's say 2 guys go to jump up, right? And you have 4 attackers and 3 defenders. That means if 2 guys went to go block and they managed to switch it, which I guess they would never do though, because you know by the 3rd one it has to come over, right? So you're never gonna have trick 2 guys to jump and block.
You can do that.
You can. Oh.
But you can put some video on.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Perfect. Crisis of time.
It's just it might be a weird concept, but yeah, you try.
I like the word crisis of time. It's a good, like, I think it's really important when you're trying to explain things to people to create an image of whatever that thing is, and then a mantra, like or a line, like it could be Nike, just do it. It's very simple. It's like the words roll off the tongue well. I like crisis of time. Find a crisis of time. It's like create a crisis of time. That is a cool concept.
These might be situations where
Top monster blocks of all time.
Where Setter hasn't done his job.
Okay.
Like properly.
I'd like actually.
Like,
okay, let's see this for a second.
Yeah.
There's a double block, right?
Yeah.
Do you know these teams? No.
These
China.
are Korean teams.
Korean teams.
So
So that's a double block.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. This is fun actually. I want you to walk me through.
But these guys are a little bit bigger, as you can see.
Yeah, their arms are ginormous.
But yeah,
I want to know what happens when a guy jumps up and like that. There's a guy in the middle. He jumps up as if he's gonna end up hitting it, and he doesn't.
He's just trying to bait. That's
a bait. So he's never acted like that guy. You rewind half a second. Sorry, or press the back button 5 seconds, and it will just go back. Okay, watch this guy on the red team. It will come up again. This guy on the red team. Look, he jumps up, but he's never gonna hit it.
He's trying to misdirect.
So he knows he's never gonna. He's not going up thinking, "Oh, maybe it is coming to me."
Yeah, it is actually. It can come to him.
It's a little bit of both.
So that's the setter's job.
Okay, it's a bit of both.
Yeah, so setter tries to see where's the best place to kill the ball.
It looks like this would kill your shoulder. Like if you're this guy, you're a setter, so you don't have to do that.
Yeah. Plus these guys are on the top. They don't have to hit 100% because they are in so good shape. You always, like in football, you don't. Right. If you have to shoot fully, you know it's not going to be as accurate.
Right.
So same if you can hit with,
they
I don't
control
know.
a little bit.
Yeah, 95% and it's still going 130 an hour.
130?
There's top serves have been measured like 135 and attacks go.
So can you look
So-
up highlights of setters? I want to see what yours. I mean, I saw your highlights, but I want to see like.
Mine's are not as good.
I'm sure they are. Well, I saw. I mean, I wouldn't know to be fair. I think it's setting, not serving.
Yeah, setting.
Setting.
2T.
Yeah, 2 T's.
Just put. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, works.
Do you have a favorite volleyball player where you're like, that's my guy. He's my hero.
Right now,
Yeah.
there's a Brazilian guy called El Mago.
Uh-huh.
He's
Like the magician.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
we have
the-
that too.
yeah. He's let's say 183. Actually, this guy.
Oh, is it this guy?
Yeah, like there you can see he baits
he's
up a
short.
guy up and just puts.
What's the
an
difference between you and the libero? Oh,
Hmm?
wow, what a set. I
Yeah.
get it. He was like, he could have even hit it over, and then he changed his mind.
Yeah.
Wow, and he jumped up like that. That was cool. Look at that, and he comes, oi, oi, oi.
That's
Wow, that is sick. That is
that's-
really sick.
That is my absolute favorite right now.
That's like, and that's, have you done that before? That sequence? Where you've like,
I've done
faked it
also
like
that type of set. Yeah.
That's a great. I totally get. Then it's very much actually like soccer to me because in that way you're just trying to outbrain them,
Yeah.
outthink their. You want your. I find it. My brother says it best, but it's like mind control. You're making them think one thing and you do something else.
Yes.
And that's super cool. So I get it. Now what's the difference between you and the libero?
What's the wait? What?
You and the libero. What's the difference? Like, what does the
Libero
libero
is
do?
passing and he can only play back court.
What is it? Oh, he can only play back. Oh, the line there. He can only play in the back. So his idea is when they hit it really hard, he should be the one to be the first
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
And then he should be hitting it to you, basically.
And he's
Now,
the.
so this next one should be you.
and
Seven.
this one is me, but that's something that there's like.
Now, sometimes do you jump up and smack it, like to trick them?
Yeah.
Aha, okay. So there
can-
are no. Okay, I get it. Wow. So that would be a back pin, right? Because
Yeah.
he went backwards. Oh, I get it. This is cool. I understand what's happening now.
Yeah, you can do it also with
Wow,
one hand.
single hand. That is a great set.
That's just a physical effort.
It's a great set, though,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, let me
But
see
this
one more.
this one is with bugger.
Uh-huh.
It's
So
like
there he looked behind him, he set.
yeah, but usually so you're supposed to do it with fingers, but this guy is he can also do it with bugger.
What's
Bugger is the
Aha,
the
you
one.
could do both.
like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, the timing is
Yeah.
remarkable.
Yeah, but there's 4 guys in the world that can do that.
Oh, to do it with their like this, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bugger, as you call it. So that's with both hands together.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
What's wrong?
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
football play actually.
Look.
Yeah, this is another Brazilian setter, and yeah, you can also kick the ball. That's,
Whoa, I
this is
missed it.
luck, but
Oh, he
It
kicked
worked,
it.
yeah.
Oh, that's epic. Oh, that's so. Wait, let's see it again. Yeah, they got the slow mo here. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, I was actually gonna tell you, go look up foot volley in Brazil.
oh,
and
those
you've seen this
guys are
before.
those guys.
So
are
one of the things
crazy.
that reminded me, like you said, Brazilians are good at this.
Yeah.
I don't know if they grow up doing these types of things, but there's a game. I don't think the camera can see me when I'm standing. Probably not. Okay, but imagine. Okay, you got the table here, right? What they do is I'll have a ball, which I have like tons of, but I don't have one right now. Is basically what we do is we hit the ball off of this, and then it goes to the other player on the other side, and then have you seen a netball? No, what's it called?
Spike ball?
Spike ball, but with their feet. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same concept, but with our feet. So the thing is the Brazil. Like I've played with a lot of Brazilians. At these games, they're so good at it. And I have a guy, a friend of mine. I'll have you look him up in a second. But we played this. We had like a beach court, and so on off days we would go play. Oh my gosh, what? Like it's the same movement they do in volleyball, where they like do the fake with their hands, and then they do it with their chest and with their feet and with their head. It is amazing, and it's actually I was in Israel. And I was playing there, and it's very popular there. Like that chest they do, they make it look so easy. I actually don't know how to do that, not to that high.
It's a small.
But their whole goal, like in our sport, our whole goal is to hit it down. See if you can find a little bit better video. This one looks weird, but our goal in my sport, everything wants to be on the ground and level. In their sport, everything is high, because that gives you time to adjust and everything. And they do this one play I wanted to show you where they hit it over with their foot. Have you seen that before?
I think I have.
They hit it with the sole of their foot, and they like tap it over like this,
Yeah.
and that is super cool. I don't know any of these people. I don't know if they're famous or not, but I do know that it's amazing to watch. Was that SVT?
This is actually from
Oscar.
Top Beach Volley Tournament. Like they've done an exhibition. Seems like yeah.
This one. This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And that is like, look at how they do that with their chest. It's amazing.
Those are shoulder bumps.
Yeah, they can do everything. Now look up this one. This one's the crazier. This is even crazier. Look up Thai soccer volley. See if that will come up. And these guys, they do backflips when they hit the ball. This is the
like bicycle kicks.
Yeah, but they flip. They do like a full flip. This is maybe one of the craziest sports. Yeah, this is it. This is, I think, in terms of like pure visual beauty, this is something really special. It is really like it's just so kind of bizarre in a way. Look
I
at
like
that.
the blocking.
It's like they block as well. It's like out of a movie in the sense that like they're doing. There's this famous soccer movie called, I forget actually. It's some Chinese something, and he literally did a flip before he hits the ball. Let's see if there's another clip, if they show one other highlight. But that is like
karate, gymnastics, football.
Seriously. Look, they blocked it. That is amazing.
Those are some great athletes.
Yeah, really. And like the technique for this is really quite astonishing. They're quite good at blocking, to be fair. But yeah, anyways, that was that. What is this called? Thailand, Korea, Asian,
Sepak takraw.
Holy
Sepak takraw. Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
That's what it says.
Yeah. Super cool. It's really cool. Look up. That's okay. You've seen enough. But there's one. They have it in like a village, and these people are playing with like this ball made out of banana leaves, and you're like, wow, that is amazing. It's really, really something. So yeah. Anyways. Who is it? Kurppa Mauri. Look up his highlights real quick, if you don't mind.
I wonder there might be some.
You're gonna get famous now. My millions of followers.
I actually got one video that has like 500,000 views.
Yours?
Yeah.
Okay, well look up that one.
I don't know if it's.
500,000?
No, it just popped up on Instagram. It's also here, but it just popped up on Instagram. So.
Okay, pick which one. You tell me which one should you pick.
I'm not sure if it's.
Wait, go to the bottom. I want to see. Go to the very bottom. What's that one there? Is that an interview with you?
Yeah, that's an interview.
What do you say? You look like an absolute boss there.
I was
with your hair like that.
I was a train wreck.
No, you look like you're gonna kill somebody.
Just oh, this is actually a good, really good Finnish opposite.
Okay, perfect. No, now that I understand.
We were playing World League in Japan.
Dude, that's sick.
And he just finished the set with a.
Wait, so you're playing for the national team?
I played one summer, yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. Wait, which one is you? Show me which one.
No, I'm not on the court. No, but yeah, this is
this
just
is against Cuba.
Yeah.
But you played for the national team.
Yeah, one summer.
That's fantastic. That's so cool.
That's from this season.
Oh, perfect. Who makes these? Do you or somebody?
It's iMovie. It's VLC and iMovie.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait. I need to. What number are you?
The one setting the ball.
Oh, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let this go for a bit. This is cool. Wow. It's a crazy room.
That's the sport Holland.
Oh, it is sport. That's what it looks like. Oh, I guess. I know where this is. Yeah, I have been in here before. Oh, good set. Good set.
That's
awesome.
a good dig.
I want to see. It was a good dig. I want to see where you stand during most of the play. So there, you're calling your name theoretically.
Yeah.
You're pretty quick there. I'm not gonna lie. I've watched a lot of women's volleyball. This is a completely different tempo.
It is a different type of game. In men's volleyball, it's about.
You guys move so much more often. Like there, you just hit it over.
Yeah, and it's like more.
Wow, you do look really short. And you're 6'1" or 185 centimeters. You look like. Where's the libero? I don't even see
the white one.
Oh, of course.
In 5.
He's taller than you.
Nah.
No. Okay.
Same height.
Okay, sorry.
More or less.
Wow, good set. So what would you like? I'm watching you compared to the other ones I just saw. The pros, you're saying the best. I can't really tell the difference. I mean,
it's a slower face. That's the biggest thing.
Slower face. What does that mean?
Tempo. Overall, it's just the location of the ball is even more precise, and everything happens higher and all that.
Higher, like you hit the ball higher.
Yeah.
Because that gives them more momentum, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just more physical guys.
Right. Yeah, I get it. More athletic. It makes sense. We have it's very similar. It's not any different. Cool.
What was the one video? Right instead of volleyball, shoot. The first one that has 500,000 something views on Instagram.
Whoa. Why?
Because you're not supposed to do it with
Both hands.
bugger.
With both hands. Oh, that's considered like a really amazing set. Wait, one more. Sorry, because this has 500,000. Okay, I see you. That's you right there. Who does the number 12? Okay, cool. Damn, that's dope, bro. That's super cool. You make it look pretty easy. It looks. That was a 6 set. That's
Well,
awesome.
actually, the comments I got, it was like, it looks lazy because I didn't go underneath the water. So this was,
But it had 500,000, so it's pretty cool.
it was fun.
That's awesome. So, how many more games do you guys have?
We got 4 before playoffs.
4 before playoffs, and then playoffs. How does that work? So wait, you could still win the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like us. It's like back. It's not like you win the league and then that's it. So you don't give a shit that they're 25 points ahead.
Yeah,
that's why I was confused.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, then you're not going to win. But it goes to playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's playoffs. Do you have the table by any chance? Does the table go up to? How does that work in terms of?
That's actually the
playoffs.
one thing I have no clue because there's like 6 teams that apparently go to playoffs.
Yeah, it looks like that.
And then there's gonna be like.
So you guys, even though you're 25 up the top, theoretically you could win the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the exact same back home.
Yeah.
That's like we even have we have a system that's really bad, but in college, you could lose every game and you still go to playoffs.
Yeah.
And then you could still win the whole thing if you win 3 games in a row, basically. So how many games are playoffs? Do you know that?
No clue because I don't know the system. They switch it here every single year.
I know that people. That's annoying. But I know a lot of people criticize. Oh, I don't know like how it works. But your job is just to play game per game.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether this is an extra important game or not. It's just another game. Then I'm similar. People always say to me like, "Oh, who do you play next?" And I don't know when our next game is. I just know that I'm showing up to training tonight at 4:00, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
I don't actually like thinking about it ahead of time. There's a famous race car driver, Petty. He's called the King. Richard Petty, and he is like the most successful NASCAR driver of all time. And he said like that quote you've heard a million times. You can only 90% of your life's out of your control, 10% is in your control. But he always said like, I'm a terrible parent. In some ways not the best person I could be because I only thought about the present. Because in order to win races, like I couldn't think about I'm going at 200 miles per hour. I don't have time to think about the last move I made because I will die into the wall. I just have to focus on this next moment. But here he seems to explain it. So
I think this is the last year.
Oh, you got second last year.
No, we won the league last year.
Oh wow!
But
you guys going to defend your title?
Yeah.
Were you here last year?
No.
Okay.
I was in Germany last year.
How did they find you?
I played with or against one of the guys in youth national teams.
Okay.
And then I practiced with a Finnish team, and one of their players is local.
Do you have an agent?
No, I do not right now.
Okay. Do you normally have an agent?
I should get one.
Okay.
And right now I do not.
Any
have
agents
one.
out there looking for a fantastic setter? Let us know. Cool, man. This was super fun. We should totally do it again sometime. I think that, did you enjoy it? Did you think it was cool? We should totally do it again. If there's, anyone else you think that would enjoy being on the show, now that you've been on the show with me, definitely let them know. We're pretty much booked for like the next month, but thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been super fun. Thank you. Everyone listening, thank you very much. It was great that you heard it. If you want to reach him, tell everybody where they can find you. What, Instagram? What's your Instagram?
At Maukur, MAUKUR.
Okay, so if any volleyball players that want advice on how to go pro, there's that. And then I'll put all the stuff in the bio. Thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.